Shalom Aleichem, everybody. If you were asked by the king to come and he invited you to go to his house for dinner, how would you react? Let's assume that person lives in a. Let's for the sake of the example, a person lives in a country and there's a king, flesh and blood, a king who has complete power over this country, honorable man. He invited one of the subjects to come. Out of the goodness of his heart, he invited one of the subjects to come and spend time with him. How would this person react? I don't think we have to think too deeply to realize that this person would immediately, without questions asked, he would immediately go to the king with joy. On the one hand, he's in awe of the king. He has fear of the king, and he doesn't want to deny the king's wishes. And two, he loves the king, and he's excited, and he feels honored to be able to be invited by the king to go to his home. So now, in this analogy, we're just talking about a king of flesh and blood, a human king. How much more so? In Hebrew we say kal v'chomer. How much more so with Hashem, the Almighty, the King of Kings, who is not flesh and blood, but he's the creator, he's the beyond infinite one. So to get us to, it's always good to imagine ourselves how much if a physical king would invite us to something, how immediately we'd be, without any questions asked, we'd be completely committed to going. How much more so when the creator wants something from us? Because there's of course zero comparison possible to compare a king. Like when you compare a king of flesh and blood to the creator, there's obviously no comparison there. Hashem is beyond infinitely greater. So that's what we're dealing with. Why did I bring this up? Because Hashem is asking us something. Hashem wants to share an experience with us. He wants to spend time with us. And how do we spend time with our Creator? By learning Torah and doing mitzvahs. And if you're a Gentile, by learning about the 7 laws of Noach, doing acts of kindness and spreading them and connecting to the Creator. So the King, the Creator, wants something from us. So we should have two parts of us. We should have love and fear. That these are called the midos. These are the emotions, the tools that we can use to increase to improve our relationship with our Creator, to feel yearning towards God. It should come from two sides. It should come from the love, the yearning. Wow, the King wants me. The King actually cares about me, and he not only does he care, but he's concerned. He requests something of me. He cares. He wants the relationship with me. Wow. Baruch Hashem, I have so much love back for. I love him. I want to do it. And we should also have that awe, that fear. Wow, the king's asking me for something immediately. Of course, the king we're talking about. I have no choice. This is this is bigger than me. This is about something that's bigger than me. Person gets called into a king of flesh and blood, and the king says, "Listen, come." The person goes immediately because this is this is his authority. This person is a subject to this kingdom, and the king wants him to come. Well, the subject will immediately go to the king because this is greater than him. This is not just about him; it's about the kingdom. It's about the king. So how much more so? We're talking about Hashem here, who's infinitely beyond a king of flesh and blood. He cares about each and every one of us. The proof is in the pudding, as they say. He created each one of us. Why did he create each one of us? Because he's concerned. He's excited. He wants a relationship with each one of us individually, that each one of us has specific character traits and has a specific mission that only I could do what I need to do, and only you could do what you need to do, and only he or she could do what they need to do, because we all have a specific mission, a specific fixing in this world in order to bring the redemption. And now in the end times of exile, until Mashiach comes, may it be now, that there's this hiddenness that this is what Hashem's asking of us. Yeah, we learn it and we're told it, but a person doesn't feel it always at all times. When Mashiach comes, we're going to feel it in a tangible, revealed way, just like the person, even more so, like a person who's asked by the king to come to his house for dinner. The person feels that he has an obligation to do it. He's in awe. That's how we're going to feel infinite times more when Mashiach comes. We're going to feel that towards Hashem. We're going to feel Hashem's authority and how he actually cares about each one of us. And this is bigger than who we are. This is our whole being, is to carry out the will of Hashem. So what I'm trying to say here is we have to recognize what's the magnitude of what's going on here. And by delving into Torah, a person needs to learn Torah, needs to learn. And if you're a nohad, a person needs to learn the what was given to Moshe Rabbeinu for the Gentiles. There's a portion of what was given from Hashem to Moshe Rabbeinu for the Gentiles. A lot of stuff. And so when a person learns about this, they will connect to Hashem. This is how Hashem connects to us in this world. He takes his light and he reveals it to us through the teachings of the Torah, through through the Torah. And the Torah is a physical book, but it reveals godly reality to the world. So when a person has to give himself the chance to at least, he should do himself a favor and learn these things so he could at least familiarize himself with godliness and delve into it. A person, there are certain special people that they're able to come to this realization on their own. But we have a much faster method to connect to Hashem, and that's through the Torah and through acts of kindness, through good deeds, through connecting to God, through prayer, through carrying out God's will, through doing what Hashem wants from us and learning what Hashem wants us to learn. We have a method to connect to God in this world, and when Mashiach comes, it'll all be revealed. May it be today. And by the way, when we learn Torah, we get a little glimpse of that revelation. So may Hashem bless you, and may we be redeemed today.